She is our high school counselor. So today is Monday, November 2nd, 2020. And we are here to ask Miss Pliska some questions. Some juicy questions.
All right.
So, when you first came to Garretson, were you pretty nervous?
I was a little nervous. I don't know who's not nervous about doing something new, but also I had a lot of experience to rely on, so I felt really comfortable coming in that sense. And I knew a couple of faces coming over here. Mr. Sittig and his wife and I have traveled. We've taken students on educational tours. I knew Mr. Johnson, the superintendent, so there were some friendly faces that I knew too.
And so you've recently taken on a lot of clubs this year. Yeah, I think one standing out was Anime Club. That
Sure.
kind of rings a bell. Was there any particular reason that you took on those clubs, or just for fun, or?
Mostly just for fun. Anime is not anything I know much about at all. A couple of students were interested in it, and I especially noticed this year, there's, with COVID, there's kind of lack of space sometimes in the lunchroom, so we thought that might be a way that students could spread out, give them a break to do the things that they enjoy. So that's how anime got started. There were a couple I brought in with an intention too. When I first started here, I started the Culture Club, because I noticed here in rural South Dakota, we don't always get exposed to a lot of different cultures. So I thought it'd be a good way that we could learn about different groups of people, but also get out of our comfort zone of small town and go to some of the college campuses and experience some different things. Looking at culture pretty broadly then, as far as fine arts, with music and art and theater, and we just find some ways to get out and experience the world a little bit.
And from a student's perspective, I think you seem to fit in pretty well with student and staff population.
Thank you.
What do you think?
Oh, I agree. I'm a small town girl, born and raised South Dakota, so this just kind of fits. Yeah.
Do you have any hobbies that you'd like to do out of school?
When I'm, especially in the summer and the weather's cooperating, that is like my prime time, and I like to get out in the kayak, get out in the water a little bit, anything outdoors, hiking. That's how I get centered when everything else feels out of balance. Get out in nature, and it just feels, everything feels a little better then.
I've got a couple of speed rounds here.
All right.
Favorite song?
Favorite song? Oh, that's tough. Prince's "Let's Go Crazy," Pink, Pink Floyd, "Wish You Were Here." Those would be my top two.
Favorite football team?
Wrong sport. You'd have to be asking me about hockey, and then I would say the Colorado Avalanche. If we have to say football, then the Broncos.
Favorite TV show?
Favorite TV show? Ooh, it depends on the genre. If we're talking horror, I love a little bit of Walking Dead. If we're talking reality, then I've been watching Survivor since like the very first season of Survivor. If we're talking drama, then This Is Us.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell GHS about yourself? Maybe something they don't know? Any deep personal facts?
A fun fact, I suppose I have a nickname. My husband calls me Wonder Woman. I thought that was really cool. And then he explained it to me. I'm thinking Wonder Woman, superpowers. He thinks I can do anything. He's like, no, I just kind of wondering where you're at. What are you doing? Where are you spending our money? Because I like to kind of go out and do a lot of different things. So he's always usually like, more like Wonder Woman.
Now, we do have one more thing for you to do.
Sure.
And that is sign our wall here.
Awesome. Okay. All right. Get the first. Oh no, there are some over here. Okay.
Yeah, we've signed the wall, and now every one of our guests is going to get to sign the wall.
All right.
That we have either on the podcast or in here in studio.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me on. I just want you always to know I'm here for all the good stuff, to celebrate good stuff and plan for the good stuff, but also here for the tough stuff, and that's what my role is. So,
thank you for taking time out of your day to be here.
Thanks for having me. Or just my name.
I'd say down there.
Okay.
You get to be the first guest that's not in multimedia to sign the wall.
Woo-hoo. Shine on, Blue Dragons.